There's no putting Hillary Vaughan off, was there? I mean, he did everything to get away from her, including putting his assistant in front of him so she couldn't get at him. So, Bill McGurn, welcome to the show. Why is Tim Cook staying so silent?
Because he doesn't have good answers. Those were all legitimate questions, and they're going to be asked of any CEO that does business in China. Now, as full disclosure, I have sympathy for a guy doing business in China. You say you're selling hamburgers, and all of a sudden, all this politics overwhelms you. You know, you have employees to worry about, shareholders. I understand the concern, but Tim Cook has always maintained like Apple is more than a grubby business seeking profit. You know, he pronounces on all sorts of things, from the voting law in Georgia. He famously declined to help the FBI get into the iPhone of a terrorist. But in China, as you see, when he's asked these questions, he's suddenly silent.
But he can't answer them, really, can he? I mean, if he was to come out honestly and complain about human rights in China, I mean, there would be an immediate response from Xi Jinping, maybe shutting down his iPhone factory. I mean, the guy is in a very difficult position. It's a very hard road to play, isn't it?
It's hard. He made it harder for himself by morally printing in the U.S. where it's safe. And as you point out, in China, it might not be safe. He has a lot of legitimate concerns about Apple's business. And as your last report suggested, I think a lot of businesses are now recognizing they're overdependent on China, and they're trying to move some of the stuff out elsewhere.
Yeah.
The market has its own answer, I think.
You're right. You're right. Bill McGurn, thanks very much. Great story. Very interesting. All good stuff. Thanks, Bill.